Hello, welcome to the channel. This is the introduction just so that everyone knows what they're getting into, dipping your toes into it, metaphorically speaking, that is. I love horror a lot. I mean, it's my favorite genre, and so I figured, why not share my passion of horror to other people that also enjoy horror? This channel is going to cover very heavy topics. It's going to be unapologetically brutal, and I'm going to enjoy talking about some of these things. If you're on the younger side or you are easily offended, I would not recommend this channel. Or at the least, if you see a title that doesn't sound like it's going to be, and I don't give any warnings beforehand, because of course new people stumble across channels and all that. You might enjoy those, but we will cover all sorts of horror things, such as Charlie the Choo Choo. That'll be a future video. I love it. It's by Beryl Evans, it's just great. It's a great book. We'll go over that later though. And of course, to start on the extreme, in the next video. You won't always get to know, because what's the point in knowing the future? We have Gord Rollo's Peeler. This one is fairly extreme. I read it a few years back, but I'll reread it before I post my review on it. It's not bad per se, it's your basic extremities. It doesn't go over anything too severe. I have a small little collection of extreme books, and I think we're gonna have some fun going over them. We have all sorts. John Athensy Commissaire, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Rath James White, J.F. Gonzalez. Yeah, we got a lot of them. Yep. But the next video that will come out is a review on the short story of Peeler, which I really enjoyed it whenever I first read it, but hopefully I can enjoy it even more on the next read through. But I won't just cover books here. I'll cover movies, games, if it's really wanted, ARGs, but there's so many of those out there. And what's been said about them has already been said. I mean, although I don't see many people doing reviews on things like Peeler or Charlie the Choo Choo. That one's going to be a fun one. Anyway, that is just a quick wrap-up of basically what you should be expecting on the channel. It's meant for older and audiences that are going to be able to handle more extreme books and movies and such. So if that's up your alley, welcome to the channel. If it's not, I completely understand. It's not for everybody. And of course, I'm not going to try to force something that you're not going to be able to enjoy down your throat, unlike some of the people in these books will be talking about in the near and distant future. But anyway, be expecting these books soon. Yep, and in the description of said reviews, I'll try to make sure I post links so that you can get these books for yourselves if you like. I don't think Peeler was a lot. I think it was about $10.99 or so on Barnes & Noble. But yeah, that will be something for a future day. Hope you enjoy me as much as I'll enjoy having you. Alright, have a great rest of your day. Probably very little editing in these beginning videos. I'm still figuring out how to do all of this. Anyway, see you in the next one.